Greetings, lords and ladies of Lutheran Land. This is Terror Freeze, and we are here with a brand new game. It is Space Engineers, and we are going to do a Let's Play of this series, of this game. Turn it into a Let's Play series. So, I've recorded this episode probably about 20 times, and each time some kind of difficulty or something happens. I end up having to scrap the whole video and starting over from scratch. So here's us trying once more to make this come out right. So without further ado, let's get on into the video. Alright, so right here is going to be our Let's Play world. Now I'm going to show you something here that I believe is the most versatile ship in the entirety of the game. I'm doing this for a very, very specific reason, because I think that this ship is quite underrated and people quite simply just don't use it to its fullest potential. Alright, they take it apart and they use it immediately for some sort of platform or a base or something like that, and they just completely disassemble it and use all the resources in that way. Now, that is wrong, and I'm going to show you why that is wrong here in a minute. I'm going to show you why this is the most versatile ship in the game in comparison to other ships that you will find out there on the workshop and in mods. Now, there are a few people who have already noticed that this is the most versatile ship in the game, and there are those who haven't even begun to understand or notice or even want to know anything about this. And I'm going to tell you just like this. If you play around with it, you will have the best versions of this ship available. Now, there's one more version of this ship that I have built that is a interstellar ship that travels between the planets and the asteroids that is not included in what I'm about to show you. I'll see if I can find it in my blueprints. I have a lot of blueprints. Most of them are ships that other people have created, but there are quite a few that I have created in there as different versions, unstable versions, regular versions, dev versions, so on and so forth. And we're now at a point where it's stable enough for me to actually show off a lot of the features and show you exactly what I've been doing with my time in my downtime. Alright, so this is your standard respawn ship right here. I simply added on a few things like landing gears. Alright, and if we go on the inside right here, it is completely standard except for one little feature on the inside right here, which is this air vent. Alright, so I moved the cargo container that normally sits right here down here and just placed in an air vent. So that way it takes advantage of the feature they released not too long ago that has oxygen and airtight atmospheres. As you see, it went green and is now pumping oxygen in here. We can take off our helmets and we can survive in here indefinitely, as long as we have oxygen in the oxygen generator to provide oxygen to the ship. Now I'll show you how to get oxygen inside the oxygen generator. I'll show you how to stockpile it into a oxygen tank. I'll even show you how to use an oxygen farm. Alright, and we're going to cover all this in the Let's Play series. But first, I wanted to show you exactly how versatile this ship truly is. As I said, there is another iteration of this ship that I have, that I personally built, along with this version and another version out there that I personally built. Two of these are not mine. Two of these I found in a field that was a debris field of some sort. I don't remember if that was the name of the map or what the name of the map was or what the deal is that it was not in there. But I remember where I found it, and that's about it. And it was on, it was created by the mod author, I'm sure, as it was included in the world mod, world map, mod that I downloaded. And that was years ago, or quite a while back ago. I don't know if it was years ago, but it was quite a while back ago for me. And I don't know how long the actual mod has been out. So, alright, so if we go out here, go in here, you can see exactly what the interior of this thing should look like. It should look like this, minus this right here. This nuclear reactor should be on the back side, back here with all this other stuff. Alright, that should be a plain block. It should be enclosed. Even this and this right here are on the regular respawn ship, and we will show you that once we start the Let's Play series. Alright, so you start this thing up right here, the cockpit. You can power it up, power it down, all that good stuff from right here. Leave the doors open. You don't need the doors closed. You can't get out if the doors are closed. You actually have to grind them down. Alright, so let me show you. This is one that I created. It is a... let's buff out. It is a miner vessel. You use it to mine out ores and stuff like that in a big asteroid like this. And what we'll do is I'll show you how to use that later in the Let's Play series. I'll even show you how to create this once we get the proper resources. Now, I thought about keeping this for the Let's Play series, but we are not going to do that. All we're going to do is keep that, which is an atmospheric lander that is supposed to be used to mine land on those planets and start your base on the planets. However, I wanted to show you how versatile these things actually are, so we're going to use them to make a base, and then we'll use them to create other ships like this. And I'll show you how that's done. As you can see in the background, this is not just a normal sky. I have a skybox in here. I also have a few little mods in to help out with the gameplay and to make PvE a little bit more interesting. For instance, the enemies here spawn a little bit more frequently than they would in vanilla game. I wanted that so we had better random encounters. We would come across bigger and better ships. I have like cargo expansions in to allow the ships to be more cargo ships coming in, passing through the area, and that sort of stuff. So it's going to make for a little bit more interesting Let's Play series. I didn't do anything to alter the vanilla gameplay itself. I'll show you all vanilla blocks, all the vanilla blocks that there are. I'll show you what the modded blocks are, because I gave us some modded blocks that are actually decoration blocks, and that's all they are, is decoration blocks. Alright, so right here you can see that we have another variant of this respawn ship. It's built very, very similarly. person that built it put a cap on here, right up here on the top, and altered the look to where it didn't look quite so much like the respawn ship, but it's still a respawn ship. You can still see a lot of the features that existed in the respawn ship. You can see where it came out originally. You can see all the different little things that made it the respawn ship. So, right here on the back, we have this assembler. We're going to use it to power this thing up. Go to the reactor, turn it on, and we're going to go down here and open up the Alright, so I turned the jetpack off. We're going to walk in. As you can see, just like in the other ones, you have your cargo container, your assembler, your refinery is gone. They made room for the door right there instead of putting it on the side right here where it normally sits. Now, they've also changed the glass out. They put us multiple pieces of glass in, as well as these 1x1 side windows right here on the bottom. Now, they did that to give you better view. They didn't change where your gravity generator is sitting. They did change this, however. You do have now a conveyor system running through this, and I'll show you what a conveyor system is and how it works. And this is a ship that helps you build other ships, stations, and things like that. It also helps you to break them down. This is a grinder that will grind down all of these ships if you want it to, and will use all the raw resources to make either other ships, bases, things like that. Alright, and this is a welder. It's used to weld the ships together, bases together, and take all the raw materials and turn them back into useful product and turn them into bases and ships. So, you have that for the storage right in here. That 1x1 storage container will hold a lot. Alright, so you also have storage on the inside of this conveyor tube. Here at the end is a connector, and it has a little bit of storage space there. Also within each of these two, inside of this, the grinder, it has storage space, and within the welder, it also has a little bit of storage space. You have storage space inside the flight seat there. So this thing has a lot of storage just in different places, and in places that people would not have originally thought to look. If you look right here in the center, this is what is called a collector. On the inside, I will show you this block right over here. Alright, so this is essentially this block right here. What this does is loose debris, anything that might fly off that's not supposed to fly off will be collected inside of that block and sent through these tubes and into a storage area, whether it be inside the storage of that block over there called the connector, not to be confused with the collector. Alright, so this one has one built into the block itself, the grinder block itself. Alright, the welder does not have this feature. It simply has spots for you to hook up the conveyor system itself. This is a unique block, and I'll show you what it does here in a little bit. You can use this for multiple things. You can use it to connect up to a station. You can use it to connect attachments onto the ship itself and power the attachments, or you can do all kinds of other cool and useful stuff with it. I'll show you one of the purposes as soon as we get into the Let's Play series. Now, I'm going to show you the inside of this atmospheric lander just as a closing. And as I said, I have one more ship. Let's see if I can find it in my blueprints here. Yes, I know we're offline. Let's see here now. Okay, so I have an assailant, which is a pirate vessel, and I created a mini version of that, which is my own personal creation. As you can see, these are some of the ships that are that I've come across, and these are some like 4 maps that I'm working on creating for the actual thing itself. I'll give you guys a glimpse into that because I might need your help with it later. But this would be like a wrecked ship for me to just place on the surface of a planet or spread out into the world here to collect for resources and stuff like that. Alright, so that's also debris. This is the ship, the first real ship that I actually created. As you can see, there is a screenshot there. And I want to turn this into a respawn ship for people to use, but I don't know exactly how to do that just yet. And I'll show you what the ship itself looks like at a later date. Alright, so Firefly, that is an original ship that was done by Keen. It didn't have a name, it just had a grid number. I went ahead and gave it a name, and that's what I called it because I used it a lot to fly around and just scout out a lot of space and stuff like that. That was earlier whenever I was figuring all this stuff out. So it may be theirs, it may not be what they wanted to call it. You know, I don't know. I have no idea what Keen had in mind for that particular ship. Now, Fleeting Rival is a ship that is also created. It's a drone. So I liked the way it looked, so I took a look at that one. I got rid of its controller on the inside so that it would stay in one spot, and I created a large version of it, a large ship version of it, so that people could have that and use it around. And I'll put that in exploration on the workshop once I get the opportunity. This is also a pirate vessel. It is called the Incisor. This one is also a pirate vessel. It's called the Informant. And this is a modified version of that same ship. That I made a player version of the ship. Instead of it being a drone, you can pilot it around yourself and see it in action and how it works. Alright, so we're going down the list. As you can see, KSH Station, that's Keen Shipping, Keen Software House, Campaign Station. That is the station through the campaign. I managed to get my hands on it, or a blueprint of it, rather. And this is one of the rebel ships from that same campaign. And this is a modded ship, or a ship that was created by somebody else that is, you know, in one of the mods that we're using. Not necessarily in this Let's Play, but that I use regularly. Alright, so this, you can see, that is pretty much the same station that I have right over here. It's that lander, the atmospheric lander. The only difference is I put a catwalk all the way around on the Mars version. I still have these little legs and stuff on it. I got rid of all the other stuff that was on it. You had thrusters on the bottom coming left and right, and then on the top you had thrusters for forward and backward motion, and then on the sides you had up and down thrusters there. So they were big thrusters on these sides right here. And I'll show you what one looks like later on. And we will take a look at the inside of this thing. As you can see, I'm in creative mode right now just to show you all of this. Alright, so we're going to go back to my Blueprints menu. This is one of the ships that I created. It's one of my personal favorites. It uses, what do you call it? The oxygen generator and the hydrogen tank to propel itself through space. And it has very little armoring. It's pretty much just that. And it was an early version, an early prototype. As you can see, I have one that I'm working on right now. It's just called Prototype. And I have others that I've started working on, like this large ship, where is it? Star Drive module. Large ship tail. You can see I have 3 versions of that, where I've just sat there and played with it and tried to get that. And you can see I have the station module that I've created. I have cockpit, 2 versions of it. You know, so I'm currently working on putting up together a large ship with large stations and stuff like that. I haven't worked any of that out exactly. You know, that was just me derping around trying to figure out exactly how to tie things in together. Alright, and I have another one all the way up here somewhere. Let's see, Dark Heart. Where is it? Flagship under construction. Okay, so this is, as you can see, Dark Heart reference ship. This is a ship that I saw that I wanted to kind of base my flagship and other ships around. Like this ship right here, this Dark Heart class Scout, which I created. That anytime you see anything with the words Dark Heart in it, I've usually made it. And I'm going to make it a classification of ship that you can use throughout courses of Let's Plays and stuff like that. So, let's see if we can find this ship here. If not, I may have to just load it in and show you guys another time. Okay, here, respawn. Yes, we're too high there. Alright, so right here, atmosphere ship. It might be... might be one of the large grids. Let's check out large grids. Large ship, large grid, large grid, large grid. Might be that one. Let's try that. My copy paste isn't working right now. And it's probably because it's not turned on. I may have to just go ahead and do this. Let's see. Let us take one of these. I already have it in my inventory, so I don't need that. Let's take the projector. I'll show you how this works real quick. Like, there's the projector. I'll put it in the spot where that is, and we're going to clear all this out because we're not going to have this in our inventory during our Let's Play. At least not yet. I'll show you what each of these blocks are and how they work. We are not going to just go ahead and put those in just yet. So, alright, these are modded blocks right here. These lockers, these tubes, these pipes, industrial door, all these fences, these couches, these beds, all of these are all decoration blocks, okay? These right here are from King Software House. They are part of a redo of the G screen right here. That's this thing that we're in. You press the G button to activate it and deactivate it. Alright, so that's how that works. Gives you a list of all the different types of blocks that you would find. There's your decorations tab for that mod. As you can see, just those decorations. Alright, and you can see you have small blocks for small ships, large blocks for large ships. Alright, so you have this right here. These are small ship attachments for a different mod. This is the HCDS mod, and it has a small medical panel so that you can respawn at your small ship, and a slim battery that does not take up as much room as a regular battery does on a small ship. Alright, so let's put this projector into use right here. We're going to spawn it in. Let's see. Okay, it's set for small. Okay, set for a small grid. Let's see if we can change that. Let's put it right up next to this. That changed it to a large grid. Alright, so we're going to place it right there. And on the back side of it, we are going to place a reactor. We're in creative mode, which means it's automatically powered up once I put the reactor there. Use the reactor's control panel. And we have the projector, and we go to blueprints. It brings up our blueprints menu the same way that we had before, and we hit that large grid. I think this might be it, but I'm not sure. Alright, and it pops up a projection. And that is not it. That is something that I created that this is that cockpit module. This is one of my cockpit modules that I started out with. This is the front right here, the nose cone. Then you have the glass right here. On the inside right here, that's thrusters right there. That's to attach it to a ship. Of course, you've got the back side right here, ramps. Alright, you've got power generation right there. You've got a gyroscope there. Doors here for cockpit area. Doors right there for the cockpit area. This, of course, is the actual cockpit itself. Right here you have on the side passenger seats right there. Alright, now if we go up to the top one, we have more passenger seats. Same way there. And this was an earlier version because both the top and bottom cockpit have a actual flight seat in them. So flight seats can be used on either side. So that's not what we're looking for. I'll just have to download it another time. If it's not that one, I don't know which one it is, but I thought that was one of the newer ones. So we're going to start in the next episode with our Let's Play series. Tell me how you think I did with all these ships and showing you the different variations of how this works. And we're going to continue this theme in our Let's Play series of showing you exactly what each of these ships are and how they work. And I will show you exactly how versatile this little ship actually is. This is all the same ship right here. All four of these is exactly the same ship, just with different modifications and add-ons added to them. So let me know in the comments how I did down below. If you like this, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. It really helped me out. And until next time, what I'll do is I'll wipe all these ships out of here, and I'll only leave that base here for us to use, and I'll show you how to create this one. I'll also show you the final variant of this that I managed to create. As I said, I found this one and this one in a downloadable map. I don't remember what the map is or even what the mod author's name is. I'd have to do research once I get the internet back up to actually put their name in the credits of the video. And hopefully by the time this video airs, I will have had all that information, and I will be able to put it in the comments section below, or in the information section below. And until next time, this is Terror signing off. I'll see you in the next one.